Hey folks, in today's video, we will look at the countries that have changed their flags and will understand the reason behind. In 1785, Spain modified its flag by changing it from a white background with a red cross to 3 horizontal stripes of red, yellow and red, while also adding the national coat of arms to signify unity and sovereignty. This adjustment was introduced by Charles III to distinguish Spanish vessels from those of other countries, with the colours and coat of arms representing the might, prosperity and global influence of the Spanish Empire. In 1801, the flag of the United Kingdom underwent a revision to include the red diagonal cross of St. Patrick to symbolise Ireland alongside the crosses of St. George for England and St. Andrew for Scotland following the Act of Union. This alteration aimed to visually represent the political and administrative merger of Great Britain and Ireland, showcasing the unity and shared identity of the nations within the United Kingdom. In 1823, Mexico introduced a new flag with vertical stripes of green, white and red, along with a central coat of arms, following the dissolution of the Mexican Empire. This change was implemented to establish the identity of the modern flag and symbolize the country's independence and the principles of the newly formed republic. The green stripe represents hope and independence, the white stripe signifies unity and purity, and the red stripe represents the blood of national heroes. After gaining independence in 1830, Belgium made a modification to its flag in 1831. The flag was changed from horizontal to vertical, featuring black, yellow and red stripes. This alteration aimed to distinguish it from the Dutch flag and reflect the colours of the Duchy of Brabant. The vertical orientation and the colours of Brabant symbolise Belgium's historical heritage and the unity of its people, solidifying its national identity and sovereignty. Japan introduced a new flag in 1868, featuring a white background and a red circle in the centre to signify the sun, signifying the period of modernization and unity during the Meiji Restoration. This shift from the symbols of the Tokugawa shogunate to the rising sun flag reflected Japan's transformation into a cohesive sovereign state that embraced enlightenment and advancement, all while paying homage to its imperial heritage. In 1889, Switzerland made the decision to adopt a new flag featuring a red field with a white cross, consolidating national symbols and emphasizing Swiss identity and historical legacy, notably the white cross emblem of the Confederation and military. This move highlighted Switzerland's dedication to neutrality, democracy, and federal cohesion, showcasing the nation's enduring principles and the shared identity of its cantons. After Brazil transitioned into a republic in 1889, it briefly utilized a flag featuring green and yellow stripes along with a starry blue canton, which was later replaced by the current design showcasing a green field and yellow rhombus. This alteration was intended to maintain a connection with the nation's imperial history, while representing its abundant natural resources and the solidarity of its citizens under a new Republican administration. In 1906, following the dissolution of its union with Norway, Sweden implemented a flag regulation that introduced a more vibrant shade of blue to its flag, emphasizing its national identity and sovereignty post-separation. This revision underscored Sweden's autonomy and unique heritage, with the blue and yellow hues mirroring the Swedish landscape and history, symbolizing the sky and the sun to nurture a sense of pride and cohesion among its populace. In 1918, Austria made the decision to adopt a flag consisting of red, white and red stripes as a representation of its independence and democratic aspirations. This change was significant as it marked a departure from the previous yellow and black flag of the Habsburg monarchy. By embracing this new flag, Austria sought to establish itself as a sovereign republic, distancing itself from its imperial past and embracing the principles of democracy and national unity. Germany also underwent a flag transformation in 1918, following World War I. The black, white and red flag of the German Empire was replaced with horizontal stripes of black, red and gold, symbolizing the democratic ideals of the Weimar Republic and the vision of liberal nationalism for freedom. Although this flag was altered during the Nazi regime, it was reinstated after World War II, serving as a symbol of Germany's return to democratic values and its rejection of totalitarianism. Prior to its annexation by Saudi Arabia in 1921, the Emirate of Jabal Shammar flew a flag with a red field adorned with a yellow crescent and star. However, after Saudi Arabia emerged victorious, this flag was replaced by the green flag of Saudi Arabia, which features the white shahada and a sword. This new flag represents Islam and signifies the authority of the House of Saud, symbolizing the unification of the kingdom under their rule. In 1936, Turkey made changes to its flag, adopting a brighter shade of red and reducing the size of the crescent and star. These alterations were made to establish a distinct appearance for the flag, differentiating it from the Ottoman flag and representing the modern identity of the Republic. This modification highlighted Turkey's shift from an empire to a secular democratic state, emphasizing national unity and the reforms of the Kemalist era. Following Korea's liberation in 1945, South Korea made revisions to the Taegukgi, which was originally designed in 1882. The adjustments involved modifying the dimensions and color shades of the flag, while retaining the red and blue yin-yang symbol and the 4 black trigrams that symbolize universal balance. This redesign served to reaffirm South Korea's sovereignty and cultural heritage, reflecting the nation's aspirations for peace, balance, and harmony as it pursued a progressive and unified future. In 1949, China adopted a new flag for the People's Republic, featuring a red background adorned with 5 yellow stars. This design replaced the previous multicolored flag that represented the ethnic unity of the Republic of China. The new flag emphasized the triumph of communism and the leadership of the Communist Party. The prominent star represented the party itself, while the 4 smaller stars symbolized the unity of the Chinese people under its guidance. In 1953, Egypt made a significant alteration to its flag, transitioning from a green flag with a white crescent and 3 stars to a red, white, and black tricolour, displaying the eagle of Saladin. This change signified the shift from a monarchy to a republic, representing Egypt's independence and sovereignty. The eagle of Saladin on the new flag underscored themes of strength, power, and the nation's Islamic and Arab heritage. The United Arab Emirates unveiled a flag in 1971 featuring a vertical red stripe alongside horizontal green, white, and black stripes. This flag was created to commemorate unity and independence, representing key values such as courage, prosperity, peace, and dignity. The design was carefully chosen to reflect the Federation's fundamental principles and hopes, bringing together the 7 emirates under a symbol that encapsulates their common heritage and dedication to a harmonious and prosperous tomorrow. Upon achieving independence in 1975, Suriname unveiled a new flag adorned with green, white, and red stripes, along with a yellow star that embodies fertility, justice, progress, and unity. This emblem replaced the former design, which showcased multi-ethnic stars. The selection of the new flag aimed to symbolize the country's optimism and resolve for a prosperous tomorrow, highlighting the harmony of Suriname's varied cultural background and its ambition for national progress. In 1978, Greece made a significant change to its flag. The previous flag, which consisted of a simple blue field with a white cross, was replaced with a new design. The current flag of Greece features 9 blue and white stripes, along with a blue canton that displays a white cross. This alteration was made to represent Greece's extensive maritime history and its struggles for independence. The stripes on the flag symbolize the waves of the Aegean Sea, while the cross represents the nation's Christian faith. Following the 1979 Iranian Revolution, Iran also underwent a flag change in 1980. The new flag maintained the green, white, and red tricolours, but replaced the lion and sun with a stylized emblem representing Allah, symbolizing martyrdom. This emblem, accompanied by the takbir, written in white Kufic script repeated 11 times on each of the green and red bands, embodies the values of the Islamic Republic and the ideals of the revolution. In 1993, Cambodia made the decision to return to its traditional flag. which consisted of horizontal stripes in blue, red, and blue, along with the image of Angkor Wat. This change was made to replace the UN transitional flag, which had a sky blue field with Cambodia's map and Khmer script. By reverting to the historic flag, Cambodia aimed to highlight its pride in its heritage and the importance of Angkor Wat as a symbol of the nation's soul. This emphasized values such as peace, integrity, and Cambodian culture. In 2004, Georgia opted to adopt a new flag known as the Five Cross flag. This flag featured a white field with a red cross, as well as 4 smaller Bolnisi crosses in each corner. The purpose of this change was to restore Georgia's Christian heritage, replacing the previous maroon flag with a black and white canton. The design of the Five Cross flag was deeply rooted in the country's medieval history, serving as a testament to Georgia's commitment to its national identity and the historical and cultural values that have shaped the nation throughout the centuries. In 2006, Congo made a revision to its flag, replacing the previous one adorned with 7 stars. The new design features a sky blue background with a yellow star and red diagonal stripes, all framed by yellow. This updated flag symbolizes peace, hope, and the nation's wealth. The intention behind this redesign was to portray a new era of peace and democratic progress. The sky blue color represents the future, the red stripes signify the struggle for independence, and the yellow star symbolizes optimism. In 2010, Myanmar underwent a flag transformation, moving away from socialist symbols. The new flag now consists of horizontal stripes in yellow, green, and red, with a central white star. This change aimed to represent solidarity, peace, courage, and national unity. It marked a significant shift in the country's identity and reflected the government's commitment to a new direction. The adoption of this flag sought to foster a sense of unity among Myanmar's diverse ethnic groups and promote a shared vision for the nation. In 2011, Libya embraced its pre-Gaddafi flag featuring horizontal stripes of red, black, and green, along with a white crescent and star. This shift away from Gaddafi's solid green flag signified the dawn of a new democratic era, as the nation sought to reclaim its freedom and democracy. By reverting to the Kingdom of Libya's flag from 1951, Libya aimed to reject Gaddafi's authoritarian rule and re-establish its ties to its historical origins. In 2020, President Macron discreetly modified the French flag by restoring the blue segment to a traditional navy hue. This alteration, reminiscent of the French Revolution era, served as a symbolic representation of a return to French identity and historical values. By moving away from the brighter shade of blue associated with the European Union, the intention was to strengthen national pride and emphasize France's profound historical heritage, highlighting a profound connection to the principles that have shaped the nation's journey. In the aftermath of the Taliban's rise to power in 2021, Afghanistan underwent a significant transformation by adopting a new flag. This flag featured a white background, adorned with the black shahada, deviating from the previous tricolour design. The symbolism behind this change was profound, representing the country's shift towards an Islamic ideology under the Taliban's rule. It served as a visual representation of the group's strict interpretation of Islamic principles and their unwavering dedication to establishing a regime governed by Sharia law. Fast forward to 2022, Honduras experienced a notable alteration in its national flag. The previous darker blue hue was replaced with a vibrant turquoise shade, signifying a fresh wave of optimism and a new direction under the leadership of President Xiomara Castro, the first female president of the country. This change in the flag's colour symbolised a renewed sense of hope and the nation's aspirations for social and economic revitalisation. Furthermore, it underscored the government's unwavering commitment to environmental preservation and gender equality, while also highlighting a departure from previous policies and a desire for progress. In 2023, South Sudan recommended avoiding the utilization of a deep blue triangle with a tilted star on its flag, suggesting the adoption of a sky blue triangle with an upright star instead as the dissemination of the old flag replica is unlawful. This adjustment was implemented to rectify the flag's depiction, harmonizing with the country's principles of unity, peace and optimism for the future, and guaranteeing that the flag truthfully mirrors the nation's identity. In 2023, Kyrgyzstan's government made the decision to alter the design of the national flag, opting to straighten the sun's rays for a more accurate representation. This adjustment was intended to symbolize energy and vitality more effectively, emphasizing the country's unity, resilience, and optimistic outlook for the future, all while upholding the fundamental aspects of Kyrgyz culture and history. Numerous nations have updated their flags over the past few hundred years. Thank you for your viewership, and don't forget to subscribe for additional captivating content.